The sad thing about church, we're so good at doing church. And most of us in here today, you don't have to tell me, I just know. Most of us in here tonight didn't pray for 1 hour. And he said to the disciples, could not you wait with me but for 1 hour? But we sit home and watch TV. Y'all quiet. We stay on social media, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and the enemy is slowly pulling us away from the presence of God. Lord said to me one time, he said, son, the enemy is doing the church, you may have heard me say it before, like an amphibian. I said, Lord, what in the world is that? You know, a frog is an amphibian. It can adjust to any temperature. I said, okay, what that mean? He said, if you want to cook a frog, if you put him in hot boiling water, he'll jump out. But if you put him in the water cold and slowly turn up the heat, because he can adjust to the temperature, he's being cooked and he don't know it. I say, well, what that got to do with us? He said, that's what the devil did to you. Things that used to bother you don't bother you no more. When you first got saved, if it was too much cussing, you turn it off. Oh, y'all quiet in here, yeah. You turn on the TV, they were cussing too much, you turn it off. If it was too much flesh, you turn it off. If you was in a room with people that were sitting up gossiping and backbiting, you get up out of the room. But now, you sit in there, talk with them, watch anything on television, they use profanity and curse, it don't bother you no more, because slowly, you're becoming numb to what you used to hate. It's because you've lost your prayer life. You've lost your dedication. I heard a preacher on television just the other day. He said he was preaching this grace message. You know, they preaching this big grace message now. And I ain't trying to bother nobody. Do whatever you believe Lord told you to do. But he was preaching this grace message. And he got on television. And he said, you ain't got to pray no more. He said, Jesus prayed for you. I said, the devil is a liar. Luke 18 declares, men ought always to pray and to faint not. 1 Thessalonians 5 declares, pray without ceasing. He didn't say if you pray, he said, but when you pray. You know what's wrong with us? You want to know why you got mess in your life? Because you don't pray. He said, pray lest you enter into temptation. I can tell people who spend time with God, I can tell in your life, I can tell the way you live, because when you spend time with him and you have fellowship with him and you commune with him, your desire is to always do those things that please the Father. But some of you in here today, you don't pray, you don't fast. God spoke to me the other day. He said, son, if Jesus had to pray, who was perfect, who did no sin, who never did no evil, if he had to pray, how much more you got to pray? You want to know why I pray? I was talking to somebody and they say, you act like you holy, you praying all the time like you holy. I said, I'm not praying because I'm holy. I'm praying because I got stuff in my life that I need God to break up off of me. I'm praying because I got demons on my back. I'm praying because there's a war going on in my members. When I would do good, evil is always present. I'm praying because I got mess in my life that if I don't pray, I got demons from my daddy and demons from my grandfather, generational curses that the devil wants to bring upon my life. But if I pray, I can beat the devil. I got to pray. Shake your neighbor and say, I gotta pray. shake somebody real hard. Come on, shake them real. Come on, don't play with it. Shake them. Shake them. I don't care if they get mad at you. Shake them anyway and tell them it's praying time. It's praying time. It's time to turn off the TV. It's time to turn off your phone. And it's time to seek God like you never saw him before. Missouri ain't seen nothing. New York City ain't seen nothing. I don't care what nobody say. It's the wrath of God coming upon the children of disobedience. But if my people, which are called by my name, humble yourself, pray, seek my face, and turn from your wicked ways, I need you to run to 3 people and tell them it's praying time. For you to pray. You got to pray, because the devil is after your children. You got to pray because there are demons after your family. You got to pray because there's spirits that's been assigned to your house, and unless you pray, you can't keep the devil back. You got to pray because there are demons assigned to your ministry. Let me tell you something. If you can't find nothing else to pray for, every morning I wake up, I rebuke the wandering of my mind. I pray that my mind don't leave me. Come on, don't act like your mind don't walk away from you. You can run down the street and forget where you're going. You can pick up the phone and forget who you're about to call. But Isaiah 26 said, I'll keep you in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on me. I've not given you a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. I got to pray. I got to pray so that I don't enter into temptation. I got to pray because there's a war going on in my members. I got to seek the face of God because I told God the only way I'm going to be like you is I got to spend time with you. I got to have fellowship. I got to have communion. Some of you in here, you wonder why you backbiting and bitter. You wonder why. You want to know why? Because you don't pray. He said, pray lest you enter into temptation. See, prayer is intimacy with God, but there's a law in the spirit that if you don't talk to God, you automatically begin to talk to the devil. So the reason you bitter and the reason you backbiter and the reason you full of malice is because you've been talking to the devil, and that's what the devil is. But God's getting ready to raise up a people that are saying, listen here, I'll cut off whoever I got to cut off. I'll let go whoever I got to let go. But the next time you see me, I'm about to walk in a realm with God I never walked in. I'm about to get so full of power that when I walk in a room, my shadow is going to cause demons to tremble. I feel deliverance in here. I'm about to walk in such an anointing that my spit is going to be anointed. If you're hungry for his presence, if you want his glory, if you want God to restore your prayer life, jump on your feet and shout glory.
See, when you say one focus, the reason why the devil comes after your focus, and you can already know what God has called you to do. And simple stuff. It's just like with prayer. You know, you can say, well, you know what? The Lord wants me to pray, and the God has called me to prayer. The Lord has called me to be an intercessor. As soon as you start praying, the phone start ringing, and everybody start acting crazy. So-and-so done had a flat, and you got to come. Because the thing of it is that you don't know is that focus is the focus on, watch this, the focus that is on what is before you in the step one of your life will lead you, and it is the divine connection to your end destiny. So that's why the devil always tries to mess with your focus while you a little bit of nobody. That's why he try to keep you fickle. Because I'm going to teach you a good lesson right there. It's like if I'm teaching and ministering, and then somebody get up to go walk out, and you turn around and look. See, I don't understand something. If you don't begin to train your mind how to stay focused, in other words, I don't care if the whole section get up and walk out. If Prophetess Bynum is saying something that I know is about to, it's about to break me through to my next level, then I gotta stay focused, because what I gotta understand is the only time you're going to be distracted is when the devil just cuts you off from something that God was about to do for you. I'm not hearing nobody talk back to me. That's when the devil comes to make you mad and upset about stuff. That's why you gotta learn how to pick your fights. You gotta learn how to say to yourself, some stuff ain't even worth me giving the attention to, because I know that God must be getting ready to do something that he ain't never done before, because the devil is after my focus. No. Sit down, because I wasn't just talking right then. So I'm gonna say that one more time. I said, and this may not be to all y'all in here, but I see some of y'all trying to well up and cry, because this is your moment. So we're gonna let you have your moment, and Prophet's gonna say it one more time for you to go ahead and get your breakthrough. I said the reason why the devil picking on you, the reason why he's picking with your mind and picking with your thoughts and trying to mess with your mind, the reason why you have warfare, the reason why you driving down the street and the devil just messing with your mind, the reason why he keep waking you up in the middle of the night is because he don't ever want you to keep your focus, because he knows that you are on the verge of the biggest breakthrough you have ever had in your life. He knows you are about to come into destiny. Who am I preaching to right there? So let me prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. Baby, you getting it? You getting it? You get me? His mother gonna teach you. You're gonna be strong. They ain't gonna know what happened to you. You're gonna go back to your little job, and you're gonna be in there wiping tables and stuff, or whatever you do. And they gonna be like, well, we got such I'll be right there. I got your table. You gone. I'll help you too. You're gonna be like, what's wrong with her? After a while, you're gonna be saying, I'm going back to the kitchen. Anybody want me to bring you anything? Well, I got I got your tables too. I done already did my tables. I'll be back. I got everything. After a while, you're gonna scare them, because you're gonna be like, I run this restaurant. What y'all talking about? Y'all ain't saying nothing, because see, I'm trying to build a ministry of people that say, I run this. See, I'm not getting nobody to talk back to me. I'm trying to build some leaders in here. I'm trying to build some people that said, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I don't care if the door ain't open. I'm going to knock it open. And if they keep it closed, I'm going to kick it down. Because I'm not hearing you. I need somebody to start shouting if you believe that.